Hello there, and welcome. I am the Dark Side Dad, though after this past May the 4th lightsaber meetup, I'm also now known as General Buckets. A bit about myself first. I am, as the name would suggest, a dad. I'm a father of two, and a fan of Star Wars, primarily the bad guys. I like the bounty hunters, I like the Sith, I like the stormtroopers, all of that. My favorite episodes, movie-wise, are going to be Empire Strikes Back, Revenge of the Sith, and The Phantom Menace. I've enjoyed most of the Disney Plus shows, and to get things out of the way, now, for me, all Star Wars is pretty much good Star Wars. I'm very easy to please when it comes to Star Wars, so. Getting on to the whole point of this video, May the 4th, and more importantly, the Galaxy's Edge Discord group lightsaber meetup for May the 4th. So the Galaxy's Edge Discord is a fan-built community that centers around Galaxy's Edge at both Disneyland and Hollywood Studios in Walt Disney World. As a fan-run community that I happen to be a volunteer for, we spend most of the time talking and discussing most things Star Wars. We talk about the games that come out, as well as some of the older games. We have discussions on the shows as they premiere and launch. We talk about the movies kind of all the time. And then we also enjoy getting together several times throughout the year to host lightsaber meetups at Galaxy's Edge. Both parks, Galaxy's Edge. Me primarily, I'm based out of Florida. I'm in the Orlando area, so I go to Walt Disney World. So for me, most of my experience with the lightsaber meetups is going to be from Galaxy's Edge Hollywood Studios. Disneyland does operate just a little bit differently from us over here in Walt Disney World, but that's the case with the parks in general. So for the lightsaber meetups, as I mentioned, we do host them a couple of times throughout the year. I say we, I don't really do the planning, but I do help with the meetups themselves when they happen. Those times of the year usually coincide with holidays related to Star Wars, i.e. May the 4th, Life Day, which is kind of the Star Wars equivalent of Christmas-ish. It's the holiday that was celebrated in the Star Wars holiday special. So we also will have meetups kind of typically around premiere dates for shows or dates that are kind of important for Star Wars. We will host an Ahsoka Tano Day on we'll host Ahsoka Tano Day, which is kind of celebrating Ahsoka and the Rebels, and Clone Wars, obviously. So, usually we have anywhere between 3 to 4 meets out of the year. We would love to have more, but as far as planning and setting things up goes, it does take quite a bit of time, effort, as well as collaboration with Disney to host these meetups. Now, I mentioned that I volunteer with the group. I'm actually a new member as far as the volunteer team goes, or at least the team that helps to set up the meetups. I sort of just threw myself in a couple meets back, mostly just with taking photos, but then also kind of helping with like line control and gathering people up and some of the little nitty-gritty parts of the meetup that most of you guys don't care about. I'm technically now a videographer for the group. This was actually the first time I tried shooting video. I definitely look forward to shooting more video in the future. I would have loved to have gotten a lot more for May the 4th. Unfortunately, the land was very, very busy. The park was park itself wasn't packed, but Galaxy's Edge was definitely packed. It went to a point where they weren't letting people into the land, and those that were in the land basically kind of had no other option but to leave Galaxy's Edge. So I didn't get the opportunity to roam around as much. I showed up to the park later in the afternoon, so I kind of missed out a lot on earlier events of the day. I did manage to get a few videos of a couple of clips of some of the amazing costumes and cosplays and Disney bounds that people had for the day. That's a really, really fun part about Star Wars Day, as well as some of the other like holidays related to Star Wars. People love to be able to dress up and just kind of enjoy running around and either pretending to be one of the characters from the movies, or just enjoy like showing up and being around everybody else. Just enjoying Star Wars in general. So, without rambling on too much further, here's that footage from the Lightsaber meetup. So, a very huge shout out to Disney, a huge shout out to the cast members on May the 4th. The land, like I said earlier, got very much overcrowded and locked down. They did an excellent job with ensuring that everyone was safe and that everyone was able to have a good time still. And then a very special thank you to, obviously, the team that I volunteer with for being able to put together this meet and put together all of the previous meets I've been to, as well as very much looking forward to all of our future meets later on down the road. So, hope you guys all enjoyed this video. I definitely hope to do more like it in the future. I hope to also do other videos kind of related to Galaxy's Edge, as well as some personal projects and things like that. Obviously, a big part of the lightsaber meetups is the lightsabers. I have a custom one that I'm currently building that I do plan on doing a full video on in the future, so hopefully I'll be able to have that up soon. I've been working on it for a couple of months, and by a couple of months, I finished a huge chunk of it a couple months ago and have not touched it since. So maybe this will be the push to get me to actually finish that lightsaber. So, thank you.